Good morning, guys, and happy Sunday. So I did get both of the hats ready. Gina, you want to say hi? Okay, come on. So you can say hi. Gina wants to say hello. You say hello. Watch your feet. Say hello. Right here, babe. Right here. Gina. Okay. So I did get both of the hats completed. Um, I didn't realize that I was able to get them to expand even wider. And normally I didn't feel like I got them to expand that wide because I actually put them on bigger blocks. So each one of these hats, now I'm waiting on shellac. And what the shellac is going to do is harden the hat and make it tighter. So I'm going to try it on. And every time I design a hat, I have particular clothes and stuff in mind when I'm designing a hat. But to have to put on these different outfits at this time, and I'm not going nowhere. I'm just not feeling it. So I just brought in a pair of jeans and a shirt to kind of give y'all an idea. Like when I start painting hats, I will think of clothes that I already have. So we're going to go with this one first. So this was the one that I went outside and sprayed with the silver spray paint. So you can see we have the gold, we have the brown, we have the little brown band. I have the bow on there. And on the opposite side, so with this, it reminds me of like a stone wash. So if you see the hat is kind of big. So once I put the shellac on, it's going to shrink that. So this particular hat remind me of more of a stone wash. You know, like if you have your stone wash jeans. So I just grabbed some jeans. So something like this. You see how like the white is in there. But I have another pair of jeans that will go perfect with this hat. And I just didn't feel like digging to find it. And I'm like, to put it on and all this and that. I just honestly was not in the mood. But this is kind of how I got inspired. Like when you have the jeans like this with the stone wash. And these jeans is not the exact ones that I had in mind, but just kind of giving y'all an idea why I pick the gray to spray onto the blue is because of these type of like stone wash jeans. So when you have it on, you're like, oh, okay. So that's why I picked the combination of using a gray spray paint on top of the blue. So it can more or less mimic like a stone wash effect. Use the brown ribbon. I use a light brown coral, gold, and brown. Trimmed it going around. I always put my bows on to the side and then the bottom. I did record this whole process. But when I realized it was 40 minutes long, I deleted it. I'm like, that's too much time to be watching, you know what I mean? So it took up a lot of storage. So I said, you know what? We're just gonna, I'll talk y'all through because y'all kind of seen me do this a lot. So basically with these particular hats, remember I was telling y'all, and forgive me for my speech impediments. I can't say screech, scrape, scrimp, shrimp. So forgive me, but these are scrawl hats. So people are like, what are you saying? I remember going to the restaurant. I told the lady, give me a scrawl. She's like, what is that? I said, a scrawl lady? Come on. But when you have a speech impediment, it's so weird. I promise y'all, when I'm saying that in my brain, I feel like I'm saying it correctly. You know, you're going to get your hand stuck. I feel like, wait, see, stop. Stop. You're going to get your hand stuck in the dress. Stop. Sit. I feel like you're going to get your hand stuck. This dress got holes in it. His toenails get stuck. I feel like, honest to God, that I am pronouncing this word correctly. And I feel like y'all be playing with me, you know. But when you have a speech impediment, it's weird. Like in my brain, I promise y'all, when I'm saying it, I don't feel like I'm saying it wrong. So yeah, and then they never sent me to speech. I grew up in Illinois, so if you could speak clear enough where they can understand you, they didn't put you in special education for speech. You know, you had to have a really severe, like, you know, some kids couldn't speak at all, had heavy tongues, or they slob or whatever, because there wasn't a lot of special education service in the school. They were summoned, like it would be some type, I guess, speech therapist will come to the school on certain days, and they would pull the kids out of school, out of their class, and they will give them speech lessons, you know. So they'll have somebody to come, and she probably do, I don't know. I don't even want to laugh. I'll say 10 minutes with these different students. She might come there to do 8 students, but she was not in the school district. She was contracted in the school district as an independent, and they'll come in and they'll do the speech. So that's why all my life I grew up and it's never been corrected. It never been corrected. So, but yeah, I'm saying the straw hat. So I was telling y'all, these is easier to make than the felt, because you notice this, you don't got to do no filing and stuff. So I went on Amazon and I ordered bulk. So I brought, I think it was like 12 straw hats, and I believe it was $49 a hat. And they come kind of pre-done, but if y'all see that I steam them, I switch up the shape, I change it. And this one was even, they be smaller. You see when I pop the band and put it on a bigger block, I was even able to stretch this. So this is like huge. So this is bigger than my head. So now what I'm going to do, when the shellac come, I'm going to focus on going around in the inner sole. Now that I have the shape that I want, I'm not going to put it back. Come here. Come here. You want somebody to see you? Uh-oh. Stand up here so they can see you. See? You want somebody to see you? Stand up. You're in the way. But when you made me lose my train of thoughts. But when you're doing these and you putting them on the bigger blocks, it did give me more wiggle room. And yeah, I was able to expand it. I never really was putting them on them bigger blocks. I just put it on a block that it can fit and kind of let it be. So the hat was like still kind of tiny. So yes, you can buy these hats. You can reshape them. You can paint them. So I would say if you want to get into hat making, start with the straw hats. Start with the straw hats. And you see I use the spray paint. I use acrylic textile medium. Different things like that to stiffen the hat. This particular hat is not stiffened yet. The other one, the box hat that I did, remember y'all watch me do the shellac, and that's in liquid form. So when you're doing that shellac in liquid form, it will mess with your paint, or it will dull the hat. So that hat was like a beige. It does mess with the color a little bit. So if you don't want your color to fade, I would say do the shellac more or less in the inner and the outer band. Don't do this side, because it will alterate the color, either on this or the felt. I realize it dulls my color out where it looks a little what is it? It looks a little faded. It looks a little faded. So yeah. So Gino, you got to sit down because I got to show him the next hat. So that's why I designed this one for this way. So when I'm wearing the darker ice wash, stone wash, this is why I pick these particular colors. This is why I came up with this. Okay. Alrighty, then moving right along. Let's move to this hat. Okay, this hat. So I pick these colors. So I kind of got the blue, the gold. Okay. And be creative when you do it. You could design it any way you want to. I left the other side original. So with this one, and see, oh, this one real big. All these hats, I done made them so big. So I'm gonna shrink them now that they dry. I am gonna put that shellac on it, and it will shrink it. Cause yeah, these are big. See that? Like my buddy that like hats, but he probably won't wear this one. This might be girly looking. But yeah, my buddy can fit this one. It's big. See that? Oh, hey, hey, boo, boo. And that's because I put it on them bigger molds. So when you put them on the bigger molds, it does what it do. So when I was making this hat, y'all see this top? I had this top in mind. So if you see how I'm going with it, like how it has the blues, the browns. So I kind of had this top in mind, or pretty much any type of denim. You know, you could do the denim with the blue, the brown, and different stuff like that. So that is why I pick this particular color. So a lot of times I would just randomly freestyle. About, oh, I want to do this, or I want to do that, or however, I would randomly freestyle the, it's a piece of, There we go, it's gone. I will randomly freestyle these hats and be like, I want this color, I want that color, I want to do this, I want to do that. I will randomly freestyle them. And to be honest, I love painting because painting helps with my anxiety. Like, I think I explained this to you guys before. Like, I'm truly an introvert. So, like most people, they probably enjoy going outside, going to do this, going to do that. I enjoy my quiet time being in myself. But as I'm here and I'm being to myself, I love to be creative. So that's why sewing and painting and, the nails, and forgive me for my nails. Yes, my nails. Now look, these is those press on nails. And I would say I'm in love with these press-on nails, and they last a long, long time. And they're in the process of coming off, but I don't like to do the trauma to the nails to get it off, because then your fingers be sore. I like to let the nails come off naturally on their own without me taking a tool and prying it off. So the fact that I'm working on hats, painting, and all this, that, and that, where the nails will get messed up from the paint, because I don't be wearing gloves, and all that different stuff, I'm naturally letting the nails fall off. So majority of them is off on this hand except for the thumb, and 4 of them still got to go. Only 1 is off. So I'm naturally letting the nails naturally release and come loose. And because the fact that I'm painting hats, my nails will get messed up. And then when I be doing the hot glue gun, because I have not yet, I did it once, I have not yet been sewing the band on. I've been using a glue. So the reason why I did it once on the sewing machine. So what I am going to start doing, I am going to start incorporating, I'm getting this walking foot sewing machine, because the real hat makers, they don't, Blue Moon, they might use a little glue. But say, for instance, if you wanted to switch this out, like some people have reusable, like they'll put their bands, switch their bands to go with different outfits. And then some people have random hats. This the hat for this day, this the hat for that day, this the hat. So a lot of times the really good, oh, this is really big, I gotta shrink this. A lot of times, a lot of the really big hat makers, they do not use the glue down. They use a sewing machine, and once it's sewed on there, it's kind of on there. So that's something that I saw on Amazon. It's a walking foot sewing machine. It's made for hats, shoes, and purses. And I feel like later I still would be able to utilize that as well to be able to, with the sewing stuff. So that's something that I'm doing, and I'm ordering more blocks and different things like that. I will this summer pick up kind of where I left off at with the sewing and making stuff. So when people ask that, those are things that I genuinely love to do. I love to sew. I love to make stuff. Just being creative, like even cooking, like cooking for other people. So I watch recipes and different stuff like that. So yes, so I am incorporating all of the things together, and I'm kind of going to get all of the stuff that I need. These jeans right here, I'm looking at them, it literally looked like they honestly took some paint, a paintbrush, and rubbed it across these jeans, because it's cakey right there. That's how I bought them, and that's how they look. So that's what I enjoy doing. And down the line, not now. So people, a lot of people, are you making the hats for other people? No, not at this point, because what I realize in hat making, everybody head is different sizes. I'm still learning. And for me, I like to get the full caboodle. I would say now, it had been about a year that I've been messing with these hats, but I still feel like there's still a lot of things that I have not done yet. I still haven't perfected how to use that brim cutter. I tried it before and I wound up cutting the head uneven, and it kind of spooked me. So in order for me to get familiar with the brim cutter and how to use that, trial and error. So it's like, it just be hard for me to try to use that when I'm paying like 40 to 50 bucks for a hide. And once you cut it and mess it up, it's over. So it's very hard for me to do that, to try to use the brim cutter. I have not perfected that at all. And I watch them, do it all the time, how they do the brim cutter. And this one is still drying, but it's dry. Today I'm going to finish buffing this one. Now I'm waiting on a block to come. I'm waiting on a Pacific block to come to make this a flat top hat. I don't own, well, that one we did yesterday. But that block is too small. Remember when I told y'all when I first got into the hats, I was unaware that you need to use, when you do your hat block, I was unaware that you need to, if your measurements come up to 21 inches, you need to incorporate for that sweatband, because if you do 21 inches, it's going to be tight on your head. So that block be the I like the wideness and stuff like this. So this one had been blocked. So today I'm going to buff, sand, do all the stuff to it. I might even actually paint it, because the last thing that we would do to this hat, once I get that block, and I'm figuring Monday or Tuesday, once I get that block, then I can go to the process of steaming this and making this the flat top and, doing all the amazing things to it. So this is the gray one. So it's dry. So today, and if you guys see, I put a safety pin, not a safety pin. I put a pin back here. The reason why that pin is back there, because when you block it, you want to know your front from your back. So it's still a lot of other blocks and stuff that I need. So what I'm doing is continue to learn. And probably what I'll do first is I won't cater to custom for people at this point, because I just feel like there's a lot of stuff I still need to learn. A year in the game, I still don't feel like I'm 100% efficient with everything. So what I'm going to do, remember I told you a friend of mine owns a boutique. So I will custom freestyle hats and give them to him and let him sell. And then he'll give me a commission just introducing my product to the world to see if they gravitate to it. You know what I mean? And then I'll be a private seller. He don't have to tell nobody anything. Like, oh, my friend make these or whatever. A lot of times people be wanting the recognition for their stuff. Right now, I'm not really worried about the recognition. I feel like I need to perfect the craft, get more educated about it, learn more stuff, because I've never yet graduated to the beaver. So right now I'm just using all wool, sheep, felt. I haven't bought the beaver yet. The beaver or the rabbit or the mink ones, because those hides go up into sometimes $100 for one hide, even higher than that, $150. So eventually I will, but I feel like I need to grow to that. So what I'm doing now is taking this time and investing into all of the products and stuff that I need. See, once I make the decision that this is something that I truly, truly want to do, now it's time for me to take my own money and invest it into all of the tools. What makes these people great hat makers and make their job 10 times easier, because they have the right professional tools to do the job. When I watch them, they got all the stuff. So far, I'm building the blocks. I have the cutter. I have the puller downer, which is important. I already had the gravel steam iron because I was making wedding dresses, and a friend of mine, thank you so much, purchased that gravel steam iron for me. That's what I would say. I'm blessed. Like, I have a lot of friends that support me, and when I'm into stuff, like, they invest. They be like, hey, what you doing? And I could tell them, and like, what is that you need? And I'll be like, I need this, that, and that. And literally, I've been blessed to, my friend brought me the gravel steam iron. And then when my birthday came, was it last year? Year before. My son bought me the steamer. So the hat steamer, that thing was like about $330 something. So it's like, ooh, So I would say to people that want to get in it when your birthdays and Christmas and stuff, and you want to turn your dreams into reality, use those gifts where people would normally gift you and different stuff like that. Start putting out in the universe of what you want. And then you can start getting a lot of that stuff on your wish list where you're getting it, and you can take the time out then and build your brand. So I'm grateful. Thank you to all my family and friends that have been supportive. Even I've had YouTubers to help. A YouTuber, a silent donor, just like, hey, what's your PayPal? And I gave the PayPal, and they did a donation to the hats, and I was able to buy a lot of hats. And make those hats. So again, a lot of times people say, I don't know how to do the wish list, guys. I haven't perfected that. So I would say to anybody, if that's your choice, if you chose you want to donate, just put it in a super chat. And then when YouTube pay me, I will get it out then. I don't know how to link the wish list to my Amazon or to the Etsy store where I get the hides and stuff like that. So people say, what do a normal hide? Like if people invest, I want to get your hat. I would say with tax and everything on the cheaper scale had to be $40. So it's just different tools. The spray that I use to stiffen a hat, that be like about $22. The big can to stiffen a hat, that be about $30. Spray paint, you know what I mean? Like I go online or I go to the hardware store because you use the spray paint to do the hats. I always look for the cheaper cans of spray paint. So I'd be getting the cans of spray paint. I look for the ones that's like $6.95 or something like that. So I get the cheaper cans of spray paint. Acrylic paint, like y'all see me have, I buy acrylic paint in bulk. So acrylic paint, what they cost, like $1.99 or whatever. But to turn acrylic paint into fabric paint to make it a permanent paint, I use textile medium, and a textile medium might be $8 to $10. So whatever donation, whatever, anything helps, it counts. I appreciate that. And you guys watching the videos helps, because my channel is monetized. So I appreciate that too. And even when you take the time out to comment, I know that's a lot, because a lot of times people can be very private people and they don't really like to say much, you know what I mean? Because sometimes people take it the wrong way. A lot of times people could be just giving a genuine compliment. And I think that a lot of times people look on a comment and they assume if you're speaking to somebody on the internet, oh, you want her. Or if you tell somebody she look nice, oh, you want her. That's not the case. Just because somebody say, hey, you look nice, I like the hat, some people are happily married. You know what I mean? They're not lusting for nobody. They just giving a compliment, and people take that as somebody wants somebody. So I get it. A lot of people, it's hard for y'all to even give a compliment, so that's why for anybody that gave a compliment, I appreciate it, especially if it's positive. Sometimes when I get the negative ones, I kind of don't know what to say. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's really bad. I just mute you from my channel. But it's like, I don't know, like, I do, the clothes I wear is intentionally sexy because that's how I dress in real life. Like this dress, all this stuff that y'all see me put on in real life, I'm not putting it on for the camera to get attention. Like, this is what I do for real, for real. I walk around like this in real life, all day, every day. Like, majority I'm home because I be working from home and stuff. These is the clothes that I will pick to put on. I never will really be dressed. So that's why when y'all see me, y'all probably be like, this lady always either having a little dress, or I have on my workout clothes or my robe or whatever. And that's because I'm home all the time. So to have on clothes, to be in the house or whatever, I think I developed that from my mom. When we was little, my mom always made us come home, take off your school clothes, put on something comfortable. Come home, take off your school clothes, put on something comfortable. We never was able to walk around in our school clothes. So I think that over habit of, my mom raised us like that, but we had to immediately come in and put on something comfortable. T-shirt, shorts, back in the day when you're young, you put on a big old T-shirt. It was like a gown, and that's how it always been. So I think that has developed as a habit for me. So that's why when y'all see me, I'm always in something like a little dress or a little workout shorts or whatever. Now that workout is a part of my program, y'all probably see me more now with the workout clothes on. So that's why I'm always kind of like that. So it's like sometimes it's like you'll get something and you'll be like, So it's like, I guess some of the comments, if they be more weirder, I just don't be knowing what to say, because I'm like, okay, if I dress like this, and I guess that's their opinion, to be honest, I don't know what to say. But some stuff, when it be real disrespectful, I be like, okay, yeah, okay, you gonna go. So I'm not advertising looking for somebody. I'm just sharing behind the scenes my world of what I'm doing, and it's a healthy outlet because I am an introvert. So that's what I be doing. So I try to be polite and respectful for everybody, to everybody, and I appreciate y'all being here. So that's what it is for me. So I appreciate y'all so much. So more of my creativity to come. But yes, I'm loving putting this stuff together. But this is the one that I was working on yesterday. And I love different. I love different, but I'm actually finna shrink these. Oh, no wonder why this one's so big too. The sweatband is not in there. I popped it. I popped it out. Yeah, when you pop it out, it gives you more room. So that's why it's so big. I didn't put it back. This one is still in there. See? This one I popped. But this one is still too big too. So either way, they both, well, this one fit a little bit better. It rests. Well, I guess this one ain't too bad. Oh, Jesus. Lord, please fix my neck. My neck has been messed up for years. I was in a car accident and it messed up the disc in my neck. So, like once you get a payout and you receive, a settlement, and you can't go back to the doctors on that no more. Well, you can go to your doctor, but it's over. They done paid you or whatever. And they said that I used to get the shots and different stuff like that. So my disc and my neck is flattened. So it always, my neck feel like it is in a terrible cramp. And I think too that when I sleep, because I'm a belly sleeper, I think that I crank my neck really uncomfortable throughout me sleeping. So when I get up, it's worse. Yesterday I put the massager on that I got for my birthday, and then I used the Tiger Balm. And I woke up today, it was feeling a little better, but I always feel like I have a severe cramp in my neck. And when your neck is messing up, it gives you a slight headache. So it's like, because my neck is off balance, like I got a slight, ooh, Jesus, headache. So I be praying that my neck get better. But yeah, my neck be killing me, and sometimes I rotate I rotate my neck around like a turkey, and I be doing it so much, and I don't be realizing I'm doing it. You got a habit, like somebody with Tourette's, I'm like, and they don't realize that they're doing it. So it's like my sister. So I guess I do it so much. Like I know I'm doing it now. I'm talking to you guys. But I do this rotation so much. I just break out and just be doing it. And, people probably like, what's wrong with this lady? But it be my neck, and I don't even realize that I'm publicly doing this. And my sister was saying to me, she was like, oh. So we sitting there, and she said, what she say? She said, you need to get disability for your neck. I said, for my neck? She said, yeah, you need to go and tell them your neck. I said, I don't think they give you disability for your neck like that. She's like, well, something definitely wrong, because you always doing this weird stuff with your neck. And she's like, why do you do that? And I was like, just imagine your neck in the most uncomfortable cramp. And then as I even, Jesus, turning all the way this way and bringing my neck all the way that way, it's painful. Bringing it up, bringing it down, it just pop. And up, it's painful. It's painful, and it's like, and I don't realize what I'm doing, and intentionally it hurts. So I just do it all the time. But yeah, so that is where I was going with these. So if you guys see, this is where I was going with these different designs that I was doing. I kind of had this kind of shirt in mind, and then like any denim that you can rock, that wear with this. If you're a denim person, order these hats, get your spray paint, and you'll be like, wow, you're going to feel like a winner for real, because now you have a custom hat, you know what I mean? So even though these hats was made by somebody else, once you take that hat and add paint to it or whatever, you do a switch, you are now a designer, because you designed the hat. You did a flip on it. You designed it. So keep that in mind. So with that being said, you guys have a awesome Sunday. I'll see y'all in another video. And that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to shrink these hats. I'm going to buff this hat. I might bring y'all back, but I'm buffing. And when I get the other block to paint the hat and do all the different stuff, because what I want to have is all these unique blocks so I can do different steps. So, and I'm also thinking of a name for my hats, but I think like a lot of my stuff I do always like the A. Marie design, because that can fall under anything, whether I'm messing with a wig, which I don't do anymore, but whether I'm messing with anything, the clothes or whatever, the hats can fall under that A. Marie design as well. So yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think. If y'all got some creative names for my hats, so later when I start producing them. Thanks for listening, guys. Y'all have a blessed Sunday. Toodles.